good?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How much clean time you got?
As of right now, 91 days.
Hell yeah, you pick up your 9-day chip?
No, I still gotta do that sometime this week when I get a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
So
Yeah. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good, man. Like I said, I feel better being clear-headed and whatnot.
Yeah.
Getting back to the everyday life. So
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, that's cool, man. How would you describe your thought process as of late?
I mean, my thought process it would be probably just pretty much thinking to where before like on drugs, it ain't no thinking, it's just doing,
Yeah.
And so, like I said, but that's what also led me into getting in trouble. And I had like a year and some change clean. But yeah, after that, like I said, that's just when the thinking stops, bro. And like I said, I started getting in more trouble. And then, like I said, did about a year stint in jail, in county, and then like I said, came back up here to rehab, bro, March 1st. And like I said, I got 91 days as of right now.
That's awesome, bro.
So,
At what age did you start using?
like really about 14.
14.
Like, about smoking weed.
Yeah.
So, like I said, 14, then about 15 is when I stepped it up to doing pills and stuff, doing Lortabs and Percocets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and then, so it didn't take that long, you know what I'm saying? I got kicked out at 15, and that's when it was like game on, you know what I'm saying? And it just went into everyday, into everything, because I got kicked out, I didn't have, I really didn't have anybody or anything, and I was out there on my own, so, it was kind of like, not, I had one side of the family, you know what I'm saying, that did the right thing, were on the right side, and the other half, was on the other side, and so, really I got in, with the other side, you know what I'm saying, and that's when it, the rest is history.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so you grew up around drugs pretty much then?
Yeah, pretty much my whole life, you know what I'm saying, but where I come from, Oklahoma, man, that's like really all there is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a good town and stuff, and it's got a big population, but when it comes down to it, bro, I mean, it's just one of those towns, you know what I'm saying, where it's just drug-ridden.
Yeah. So basically how it worked for you is you started smoking weed, then you graduated into pills, and then at what age did you graduate to, say,
like dope probably about like, I don't know, 16 and a half, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, like I said, all my other cousins, like I said, back when like cocaine was the deal, you know what I'm saying? That's before meth was like on the scene.
Yeah.
And so like they all, dealt with cocaine and stuff. So that was like my first experiment, you know what I'm saying? And so really it was like cocaine first, and then, like I said, then it was pills. And that's back when they had like the OCs, like the original Oxycontin, and that was killing everybody. And like the green ones, like the OC80s, but yeah, like I said, that's pretty much, then like after like the cocaine drive went down, that's when, meth came on the scene.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, like I said, I started out pretty young though, because I said, I was always around people that drank and stuff, so, I'd drink beer and stuff, like I said, at a really young age and stuff, just, being fun, you know what I'm saying, but, like I said, when I got introduced to, like, that's what I call weed, a gateway drug.
Yeah.
So,
for a lot of people it is.
Yeah.
I support the medicinal uses of it.
Yeah.
Not personally, not for me, but, a lot of these kids, they'll start smoking weed at like 13, 14,
Yeah.
and they just search for the next biggest high.
Exactly. That's exactly what I did, man. Like I said, I always drank a little beer, here and there. And like I said, all kids do, you know what I'm saying, when you're young. Your dad may have some alcohol or liquor in the house or something like that, and you drink it, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I drank a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But then, like I said, once I got into the drug game, it was, like I said, it started with the weed, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't smoke it at first, but then I did, you know what I'm saying? And then I came on the pills, and then, like I said, from there, like I said, that's what, introduced it, because like I said, people always want like the next, like, biggest thing or the next thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the next biggest high.
Yeah.
And you graduate into like the meth and the heroin and all that other shit.
Yeah.
So, where would you say you realized you had a problem?
Like I said, when I was 15, like I said, I didn't really have so much have a problem with the drugs, you know what I'm saying? It was just the lifestyle of it. but I mean, they go hand in hand. I mean, obviously, so I mean, you could, like I said, I got first pro on probation when I was first 15. So
Yeah.
I mean, just for doing stupid shit.
Yeah. So like, okay, let's say you're a few years into the drug game. When did that light bulb go off in your head? Because you've had several sobriety stints, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where would you say like that light bulb went off? Where hey, I have a drug problem and I need to do something about it.
I mean, probably about like, I mean, I started drinking again probably when I was about like 18, you know what I'm saying? I started drinking heavily again. And then, like I said, that's when everything is magnified everything, times two. And then, like I said, at that point, I was getting some pretty bad trouble. I got a DUI when I was like 17. Then, like I said, I mean, I just realized, it was already, out of hand. But, like I said, I was on my own. So, I mean, who was there to tell me otherwise besides the law, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
yeah, so like it was pretty, it was like, it is more or less, like you said, the law, that's when, that's what kind of brought it to your attention, like, hey, your behavior is a problem, here are the repercussions for it, pretty much.
Like I said, I know a lot of kids out there, like I said, I mean, just with the parental situation, you know what I'm saying? I mean, families split up and broken homes and stuff, like, but, yeah, like I said, I mean, it was just, another consequence of my action, like I said, I mean, I didn't have anything else to do, and like I said, I mean, I saw some of my family, you know what I'm saying, make a living off that way, they had money, you know what I'm saying, I mean, it was kind of the thing to do, you know what I'm saying, so, I mean, I didn't have anything else to do, you know what I'm saying, being so young, so that's when I picked that up, I'm like, and then, the other side of my family, try to intervene that sometimes, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, you need to, stop doing what you're doing, and just try to go back to school and stuff, and so, I went to college and stuff and did a year, you know what I'm saying, but when I got to college, I kind of knocked it off, for a little bit, but then when I was in college, everybody was looking for weed and pills and stuff like that, and I had, the right connections, so we kind of just went straight back into it, and then I did a year, and then, pretty much was full blown back in, you know what I'm saying, because I had student loans and stuff, and then went from paying for school, just to making so much money down there, you know what I'm saying, like, to just why not get back in, you know what I'm saying, so, and I got me a car and stuff and like that, and like I said, that was a big accomplishment for me, just for my own, like, I mean, just to do it, but like I said, by that time, the drugs were already out of hand, you know what I'm saying, I was back in it pretty deep, so, like I said, that's when I really stepped up, you know what I'm saying, and so, and then like I said, that's when I was kind of going back and forth, living, in Muskogee and Tulsa, you know what I'm saying, and it was just a big circle, so.
Yeah.
We just go one town, get one thing, next town, sell it, come back, and then, just a vicious cycle.
Yeah, so it was definitely like a product of your environment type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Like
I said, I mean, that's why, I love my home and I love my city, but like I said, I just know I've done too much dirt, and stuff like that to, really.
Well, just like with people, man, you gotta love it from a distance,
Yeah, like I said, that's the best option for me right now, you know what I'm saying, because I know, with as many years as I got under my belt, being, since I was 15, like I said, I'm 2 or 3 months, I'm off, probation for the first time. So,
awesome.
So yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's going pretty good right now, like I said, better than doing, 6-month stints, back to back.
Yeah, so fast forward to your last stay at rehab.
Yeah.
Right before you go in there, what's going through your mind?
By that point, bro, like I said, the first time I came in and got like a year clean, like I was, pretty set in my heart, like I was done with it, you know what I'm saying? Like I had a good life again, you know what I'm saying? I was out of trouble, I was in good standing with the courts. And then, like I said, at that point, bro, like I said, I was pretty deep off in it again, but it just wasn't the same. I didn't have the same motivation towards. I was doing it just to get by and to live. You know what I'm saying? It was like another job you don't get paid for, and more it's, you pay into it.
Yeah.
So before I came in, I was ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I was the one who made the call on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was like, man, I'm done with it. I'm officially done with it. I'm like, we ain't got nothing but a house left. You know what I'm saying? At this point, everything's gone. So, you can't cut your losses when you don't have none. You know what I'm saying? Already got them. So I was ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good, man.
That's what it comes down to, man. Like I said, but you know, I stayed heavy like in church and stuff like that. I mean, that's what always brought me out of it. You know what I'm saying? Just being, I mean, my family. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that always instilled in me was just go to church all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably another thing that pulled me out of it. I mean, other people have groups, meetings, and stuff, but church was kind of my deal. You know what I'm saying? Just growing up religious. So
Yeah. What are some things you do to keep yourself straight?
I mean, in my particular situation, you know, so I just try to stay busy. You know, I mean, not too busy, you know, because you can overwhelm yourself and put yourself back into it that way. I mean, seeing that's how I mean, I kind of did it last time, you know, because just kind of rehab, you know, like I said, they feel you want to compensate, you know, for time lost and this and that, but you can also work too much. But like I said, I didn't know that at that point, you know, and I got kind of big headed, stuff, and I was like, I was making a lot of money, I was working 72 hours a week, but it was ultimately what caused me to fall lately.
Yeah, Jeff back at the Harbor House, the counselor, he would always talk about how, a lot of us, whenever we get straight again, we immediately jump into like 72, 80-hour work weeks to kind of compensate for that void
Yeah.
that we previously filled drugs with. Well, not really filled it, but,
trying to compensate the time for it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but that only cultivates burnout.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I worked one job, night shift for, a good 9, 10 months, and then, like I said, kind of got back off in it for a minute, and, I got back out of it, and then got another job, and then, like I said, we were just struggling, trying to get back on our feet, but, like I said, from when I fell, when I had that year stint, like, some change stint, like I said, it was just that, that one feeling that, it was just disappointment, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what drove it the rest of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine, falling off after having so much clean time, there's just an overwhelming sense of guilt.
Yeah, it really was. And like I said, my family, you know what I'm saying? Like, they knew, like I said, I didn't talk to them too much at the time, but, just from being so good and stuff, and like I said, they're being proud of me and stuff again, and like, they knew I was out that life, you know what I'm saying? I told them I was done with it, you know what I'm saying? But stuff was going rocky up here, and didn't really know how to handle it, you know what I'm saying? Being on the right side of things, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been growing up, any problem, since I can, remember pretty much. So real life was like kind of new to me,
Yeah, I hear that.
So, yeah.
Yeah. What are some things that you do to take care of yourself these days?
Pretty much everything, man. Like I said, what they say. A big thing. Is like just being good to yourself, treating yourself good. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta love yourself before you can love anything and anybody again. You know what I'm saying? But that's like the number one, product. That's gonna make everything else flourish. You know what I'm saying? And so
that's a gem. You just dropped a gem on y'all.
But yeah, like I said, I just try, like I said, be good to myself, man. Like I said, and just, take time to step back every now and then, like I said, and just realize, where I'm at with things, where I want to go, and like, just like I said, have a game plan, from day to day, week to week, from month to month, just to see, check them off, see where I'm at, you know what I'm saying, and I'm, staying straight. So.
Yeah. What is something that you feel like you've lost to addiction?
Honestly, at this point, I can't say there's anything I didn't lose, you know what I'm saying? I had it all, but.
Nothing that you didn't lose, you said?
Yeah, nothing I didn't lose, you know what I'm saying? Because everything I did have, at one point, when I was out there in the problem, there was nothing I didn't have, you know what I'm saying? Just because I had a lot of money, but, it was still bad. I still had that void, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have my kids then, you know what I'm saying? I didn't, I just had my oldest son, and me and his mom had a falling out, and they moved. And so, like I said, it was just one thing after another, man. It just kept driving me, and I feel better, and then it just kept driving me, like I said. But the more, bad motivation I got, the harder I drove in it,
Yeah.
So.
Heck yeah, man. Well, from my point of view, we live in the same house.
Yeah.
It seems like you go to work every day, you stay well fed, you get a good night's sleep every night.
Yeah.
And, and whether you realize it or not, you're helping me too, because having someone in the same environment as me that's doing good, that helps me to do good, that inspires me, bro.
Yeah.
You inspire a lot of people.
mean, that's
honestly.
that's the thing about. I mean, I knew about going to rehab, man. I was like, when I was in there thinking when I was going to go in again, I was like, man, I said I just can't wait to be back in that like that brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? I know there's dudes in there. I mean that, butt heads. Like I said, and people are coming down. People are getting clean, and so personalities crash and stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, we're like the only ones in there for each other, and like I said, the only ones that can pull each other out. Because like they say, I mean, only an addict can help out another addict. Honestly. Because you can't help somebody if you never been there, really. I mean, you ain't gonna you ain't gonna like really get to their level. You know what I'm saying? Where they understand you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what I felt like. I mean, I felt good. Just I was. I mean, there's always somebody in there I can take away stuff from. That I learn from. Because I try to learn something from everybody. But like I said, if I can tell anybody like, hey, I done been there, I done did that. You know what I'm saying? That's when you really relate to that person. You know what I'm saying? And like. I mean, you link up with people in there, and like I said, go to term with them and stuff like that, and see you doing good, and then, but like I said, I mean,
it's contagious, bro.
Yeah, like I said, strength in numbers, though, man. Honestly, like I said, when you get out there by yourself, and like I said, I mean, that's when it gets bad.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. They always talk about how rarely people who go into recovery stay clean. Like they say, like 95% of people relapse or some crazy shit like that. But the thing is, the people who stay sober typically mob up with one another.
Yeah.
To kind of hold that unity and hold that brotherhood.
Yeah, and it's accountability too. And like I said, just making sure you and your brother straight. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I mean, our little group that we have, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's what it is. It's accountability. Make sure everybody's, on the shit and doing what they're supposed to be doing. And like I said, if you're having a rough day, you know what I'm saying? You're like, hey, man, this happened today, this happened today. I mean, because you're not having a good day every day, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, and, this real good life, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's all you can do is just talk to, a brother, man, somebody, that done, that, I mean, that's what makes you feel better is somebody that can relate, like, oh man, I know what you're going through, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just really what it is.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Seems like you have a good understanding of the community.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, it's only my second time through. There's people in there been like 7 or 8 times, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I was like I said, I just swore I was done the first time, you know what I'm saying? But and then I also said like, relapse is a part of sobriety, but I don't really believe that. I mean, it didn't have to be that way. It's just certain situations, but really it's just, I mean, your best way out of it, bro, is just gonna be like, I mean, having a tight group, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, some people find it meetings in church, whatever. My deal is kind of church, you know what I'm saying?
Like the higher power.
Yeah. I mean, that's what goes hand in hand with. And like I said, some people find it better in meetings, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what people go to meetings for, because there's other addicts, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I mean, and people, I mean, get that connection and relation, you know what I'm saying? So that's what keeps them,
Yeah.
Like I said, there's people in the straightforward, I've been clean, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. Terry?
Yeah.
Terry, man, he's been clean for like 18 years now or something like that, It just goes to show this thing works.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, it works if you work it, bro. Like I said, you're only going to get out what you put in.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I mean, really, that's true. I mean, if you honestly want to stay on this side of it, you got to put in, the grind time, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
On your own. But like I said, ain't nobody else can do it for you. So.
Straight up.
Yeah. I mean, that's just, what I've learned so far, like I said, but I still learn every day, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I only got 3 months clean again, so, but, I mean, the best part about it this time is, I know what mistakes I made the first time, you know what I'm saying? So.
Have you ever been at that point where, like, you're on the drugs, you're in active addiction, and you just feel like, man, maybe this is just who I'm destined to be?
I mean, I felt like that way for a long time, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, 'cause I was 15, you know what I'm saying? I just stepped out of the game like 3 years ago, and that was just because, I mean, it was prison or rehab, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, at that point, I still had reservations, to go back out, but, that's what it ultimately comes down to is, death or, institutions, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that, so.
Jails, death, or institutions.
That's
the only ending to that,
And like I said, I done did, hellacious time, counties back to back in different cities back. I mean, one get out of the other, and like I said, it was just ain't no life to live. You know what I'm saying? I was just tired of being tired.
Sick and tired, being sick and tired.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, you can only kill your feelings, so long. But I mean, I always come back, and like I said, I mean, sometimes you just gotta man up and face it.
Mm-hmm. Straight up. 91 days clean, huh?
Yeah.
Let's keep stacking the numbers up, bro.
Oh yeah.
You got this. Love you, dude.
Love you, bro.